Hey everyone, Skull902 here, and today, I wanted to look into the times that the Sonic franchise has gotten into the Christmas spirit. Considering Santa Claus was one of the inspirations for Sonic's design, it's no surprise that Sega would do some tie-ins, references, events, etc., and I'm going to take a look at a good chunk of them today. This isn't going to be a complete list by any means, just some of the stuff that I found that I want to highlight. Without any further delay, let's do this. First up is merchandise. I'm no Pat Mac level guru of merch, so this is going to be pretty short. What Christmas would be complete without tacky sweaters? Except my reindeer one, which is bitchin' as hell. Anyway, Sega answered the call with this here Sonic-themed sweater. Toy Network apparently did some weird limited holiday-themed plushes for their Sonic line, and Christmas was among the ones celebrated. They made a Sonic with Santa hat, scarf, and candy cane, Knuckles with some kind of weird hat, a scarf, and felt snowboard, Sonic being held prisoner in some Christmas lover's sex dungeon. Okay, that should keep the FTC away after I've started talking about toys. So for real, this is Sonic dressed as an elf with an original foot shape, Amy with reindeer antlers on her headband and holding a candy cane. What is it with these candy canes? They're standard Sonic and Tails plushes, but with the only change being they're holding those fucking candy canes. Knuckles with a different hat and a Santa's Helper t-shirt, don't know what's going on there. And then the coolest and best looking of the bunch by far, Snowman Amy. A nice hat, new dress, and black boots. And then for super high quality plushes, Sega's Joypolis Arcade has made a ton of variants on their incredible Sonic plush. There's two Christmas Sonics to my knowledge. First is a standard Santa outfit, and then a white version of it after Sonic accidentally washed his Santa suit with bleach. And that's all the merch I can think of. Moving on. Here's some content that represents Christmas within the actual games. The Dreamcast was the very first home console to make use of downloadable content via the internet, and Sonic Adventure had two Christmas-themed packs. The first Japanese exclusive pack was released in 1998. There are Christmas trees all around the Station Square hub. When you get close enough, they play a little song and also give you a message. On the median in the center of town, the tree plays Jingle Bells and says, "May this Christmas become your greatest day." The next two are by Town Hall. One plays Joy to the World and says Santa will bring gifts to all the good boys and girls. All the bad ones can rot in hell. The next one again plays Jingle Bells and says, "Be careful not to eat too much cake," because that's a tradition in Japan. Presumably Sega couldn't get a deal with KFC for that tree's message. Yes, that is a real thing, look it up, it's crazy. There's two trees in the train station. One plays Jingle Bells and has a note by the Central Department Store letting you know about their sales. Amy will reportedly shop there till she drops. The next one plays Joy to the World and has a message from the mayor, wishing all the fellow citizens a Merry Xmas. The trees in and around the hotel play up on the traditionally romantic aspects of Japanese Christmas. It's kinda like a second Valentine's Day over there. Inside there's one tree that plays Silent Night and says, "Here's wishing you a romantic Xmas," with a signature by the hotel manager. There are two trees directly outside with a lovely couple standing between them, one of which plays Jingle Bells and says, "Let's spend our Xmas together going out with our chow," implying that there are people who actually like the chow system in Dreamcast SA1. The final tree in this DLC pack plays Silent Night and has a truly profound, inspirational, prophetic message that leaves an unbelievably mystical impression. Two lovers are playing Sonic Adventure on a holy night. Truly jizz-inducing words. For real though, it's more likely that one of them is playing SA1 while the other awkwardly tries to help out as Tails but is ultimately useless to the cause. The second DLC pack was released worldwide in 1999. Featuring huge-ass trees with Sonic and Chow ornaments, we once again are faced with the task of finding all the messages in Station Square. The first one is once again on the median and says, "Merry Xmas. Please keep in touch with Sonic." Having been a fan of his for the last 12 years, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Fun fact, if you activate this DLC at a certain point in Sonic's story, this tree won't allow you to pick up the ID card necessary to enter Speed Highway. The second tree gets hyped for the then upcoming new millennium by saying, "Merry Xmas, countdown to year 2000. Once you run into one of these two trees, it'll replace the hub music with that of Dreams Dreams from Christmas Nights, a romantic song, presumably to play up on the Japanese tradition. I think Sonic's found himself a date for the occasion. In Sonic Adventure 2, there's a Christmas theme for multiplayer outfits. Sonic and Shadow both get Santa jackets, but Shadow's is sleeveless. For Tails, the Tornado gets a candy cane-inspired paint job, as does Eggman's mech, with the addition of Christmas lights. Not quite as noticeable with Knuckles, who gets some green stripes on his dreads, and then Rouge gets some Santa-inspired gloves and boots, a red chest plate, and covers for her wings, I guess? That last one's pretty fucking weird. Silver's looking ready to get festive in Sonic Rivals 2 with his Christmas outfit. Team Sonic all have an ensemble for the holidays in Sonic Runners. Sonic once again dons the Santa suit, Tails is a jolly elf, And last but certainly not least, Knuckles the red-furred reindeer. In Sonic Force's speed battle, we get Elf Classic Sonic and... oh my fucking god. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at pure, concentrated greatness. Nothing, and I mean nothing, will ever beat out the holly jolliness of Santa Big. Then in the actual Sonic Forces, you can have your avatar wear a Santa suit, complete with beard. Now on to promotional art, be it for the games or anything else. First we have this one from the Sega 1994 calendar featuring Sonic and Tails doing the Jingle Bell Rock for an audience that doesn't care because they're too distracted with decorating the tree. And also Eggman's got a mallet, so I think somebody's getting murdered. A few from Sega's Harmony magazine that was distributed exclusively to employees of their Japanese offices. The first one involves Sonic doing Santa's job, we'll get into that subject later, which makes sense considering how fast he is. Next up is Sonic looking cozy by the tree with a book and... booze? Also, for the love of God, Sonic, let Tails in. It's freezing out. Lastly, we see what I hope is the aftermath, Sonic letting Tails in and having him play a little ditty on the piano. It's Christmas because of the wreath. Japan's Sonic Channel website is no stranger to Christmas art. Here's Sonic in December 2005, 2006, 2007, and 2008, which looks so similar to the 2006 pic I almost thought they were the same thing. They didn't do another piece of Christmas art until 2013, when Rouge decided that jewels would make the best ornaments. In 2014, we got a very demanding Dark Chow and Shadow wanting none of his shenanigans. Silver seems to have taken over the gift-giving duties in 2015, donning a green Santa outfit. In the 2016 art, it looks like Blaze is so confused. What the hell is this Christmas thing they keep going on about? For the games themselves, there's also some Christmas goodness. In Sonic Adventure, Yuji Uekawa drew up some original art for Sonic who's rocking the Santa gear, as well as Amy who, concerningly, doesn't seem to be wearing much below the waist. For God's sake, girl, it's 10 below, find some leggings. He also edited some art, like this one of Sonic, and this one of Knuckles. Then in Sonic Adventure 2, we get yet another Santa suit Sonic, or Triple S for short. There's also this picture with art, edited and original, from both games. I couldn't find the Christmas edit Tails on its own, sorry. And now for some festive features by the Comics and Cartoons. While technically not a Christmas special, I want to make a quick mention of the Sad AM episode The Odd Couple. During a blizzard, the ever-so-messy Sonic has to bunk with the uptight neat freak Antoine. Good episode, makes for great Christmas viewing. I know pretty much nothing about Sonic the Comic by Fleetway, but they did 4 Christmas stories in 1993 and 1995 to 97, 2 of which were released right after the holiday. Like, your comic was printed every 2 weeks. Did you just forget to do a Christmas story on time or what? Archie got in on the Christmas spirit as well with 2 comics. The January 1994 issue, confusingly released in November 1993, features a story called Sonic's Christmas Carol, which is exactly what it sounds like. They tried again with Sonic X number 15, released in December 2006. In this comic, Sonic is being a fucking asshole about Christmas because he doesn't believe in Santa, so not out of character for him in X. Eggman pretends to be Santa in a plot to kidnap Sonic, which Sonic uses to prove that Santa's not real. Fight scene goes down, Sonic wins, and then everyone enjoys the rest of their holiday because Sonic decided to stop being a shithead about it. This actually makes me kinda sad the show itself didn't do something even remotely Christmas related as an episode. But we do have something else. Sonic Christmas Blast is the series finale of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which premiered on November 24th, 1996. Robotnik kidnaps Santa Claus and builds a robot duplicate to say he's retiring and has chosen Robotnik, now known as Robotnik Claus, to be his successor, allowing the lunatic to steal everyone's Christmas gifts. Sonic, Tails, and some fucked up looking dweeb bitch venture off to rescue Santa and retrieve the gifts. Once that's over, Santa decides to legitimately retire and has Sonic take up his mantle. This is also the only appearance of Sally Acorn in AOSTH, but she's very pink, doesn't talk, and has no impact on the story. Finally, we have From A Rose, the 6th episode of Sonic Mania Adventures released to the internet on December 20th last year. After the events of Mania Adventures' main story, Amy Rose finds Metal Sonic abandoned on Angel Island and after getting a little spooked by him, decides he needs to spend Christmas home as opposed to freezing in the snow. So she literally drags him through Mushroom Hill and Ice Cap Zone in order to return him to Eggman's base, wrapped up in a nice big bow. It's got the same wit and charm of the other Mania Adventure shorts, and tells a fun story without any dialogue. An excellent Christmas special to be sure. And that's just a taste of how Sonic's gotten holly and jolly over the years. I'm sure I didn't catch everything, but I hope I showed more than enough to demonstrate how the franchise has celebrated the holiday. Christmas, to me, represents peace and love, and is a time to be grateful for all that we have, our loved ones most of all. For that reason, I think with such a huge cast of characters, it's rather fitting to see them celebrating Christmas. And that's where I'll leave it at for now. I've been Skull902, thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful holiday.
Better get going!